Just another day on the job. It was a dark night. There was no moon to be seen. I went to tuck in my children, but they were both looking out the window. I asked them what they were doing. They told me they saw a large man with a mask grabbing someone. So I told them it was only in their imagination and put them to bed. I stumbled into my room with my wife. We both fell right to sleep from a hard day of work. Me, a police officer, and my wife, a doctor. I was awoken around 1:30 a.m. by the phone. I thought to myself, who would be ringing me this early? It was my boss. He told me they had been having multiple complaints about loud screaming, and I had to go check it out. I stumbled to my car because I couldn't see a thing. It was such a dark and eerie night. I drove to the address. It was an old warehouse. It had wooden planks over the windows. By then, I was becoming a little anxious. I opened my door and walked over to the warehouse. Just as I was about to put my hand on the door, I hear a pigeon scream. Ah! And chills went down my spine, and the hairs on the back of my neck pricked up. And then a sentence, please, no more. And I rapidly took 5 steps back and reached for my gun. I was cautiously taking steps closer. I could hear footsteps on the other side of the door. My conscience was saying, don't go in, but it was my job. I kept on going. I opened the door. I found myself stood in a huge hallway with about 40 doors on either side. Then I saw a man walk out the trolley. I quickly ran behind the bin next to me and watched. I did see his face in the trolley. His face had a mask over it. Then he was gone. I went in with no clue what to do. I opened a random door just a little so I couldn't be seen. Well, I thought I couldn't be seen. I saw a man, about 50 to 60 years old. He was tied to a chair and duct tape over his mouth. I looked to the left and found another man with a mask. He was tapping his finger. Tap, tap, tap. He was looking at a board. The board had all sorts of weapons, like branch cutters, chainsaws, guns, just about anything sharp with his gunpowder. I immediately felt my heart race and thump in my throat. The man picked up a pair of branch cutters and approached the old man. I then realized the old man was Mr. Goodhart, an old friend. He was trying to scream. Then Mr. Goodhart spotted me, and because of that, the masked man looked over. He spotted me. I froze. I was frightened stiff. The man started sprinting at me. I pulled for my gun and started shouting at him. He didn't stop. I went for the shot. I got him in the arm. Any normal person would fall to the ground in pain, but not him. He kept on going, but faster. I shot him 3 more times in the leg, left arm, and the head. He was still going. That is when I ran. The masked man yelled his word. I couldn't understand. And as I was sprinting down the hallway away from the door, everyone ran out and grabbed me. I was kicking and yelling. They took me to a chair and tied me down. They started punching me. Then I saw blood dripping from my stomach. One man got a knife and stabbed me. The blood was almost black. The last words I heard was, if anyone knows this story, they're next.